Hello. Today I will talk about my report, causes of death by disease. The purpose of this report is to analyze the topic and make a dashboard using several datasets to show the analysis result. Every day, thousands of people died in the world. There are many causes, including fire, road accidents, drawing, suicide, natural disasters, and so on. Among all the causes, diseases are the most important ones. As we know, there are several major kinds of disease, including cancers, heart disease, tuberculosis, their health disease, and so on. This dreadful disease killed millions of people in the 20th century. Although the death rates have significantly declined during recent years, these diseases are still the most dangerous killers in the world. People should pay attention to them and try our best to fight against this disease. To show the fact of this disease, I would like to use Power BI to make a dashboard, including several graphs. These graphs will show the specific statistics and the result according to the different diseases. Users can clearly compare some main aspects of this disease, such as death rates, countries, years, and so on. They also can see which disease are the most death cause in all disease. The change of all the death rates, our main ones during recent 20 years, will be clearly shown in the dashboard. The goal of this report is to answer a question using collected data and allow users to access and explore the material through a dashboard. It can help users to make judgments and get the facts of the major problems in the world. This report will focus on the technology of data analysis and data visualization. I will use some datasets found in the web. All the datasets are focused on the death rate of major diseases in the 20th century. Yeah. Firstly, I decided on this topic, causes of death by disease, and searched this topic in Google. I want to find some articles, papers, and datasets about it. But I just found few papers and no proper datasets. Then I changed the word into the death rates of disease. I found an interesting website named Our World in Data. There was some research articles and datasets which I can use in this report. In this report, I used 5 datasets found on this website. The 5 datasets including the cancer death rates, the death rates through the 20th century, and so on. Yeah, and it can showed in the Power BI as the data options. We can see the detailed information of the dataset. The first one is the cancer death rates by age. We can see the countries, the year, and the different death rates by the different age. The second data set is the death rates through the 20th century. We can see this data include the year, the major types of death cause, including accidentals, cancers, their health disease, heart disease, stroke, suicide, and so on. The third data set is their health disease death rates. We can see the countries, the year, and the death rate of their health disease. The first one is the heart disease death rates. It's just similar to the their health disease. It shows the country, the year, and the death rate. The last one is about the tuberculosis. It also shows the country, the year, and the death rate. After I collected this data, I cleaned them by Excel. I deleted several unused columns and organized the 5 datasets. Then I used Power BI to import this data and analyze the data in one page of dashboard. Okay. The second step is the data modeling. I also finished this step in Power BI. We can see I add a main table named death rates through the 20th century. I also add 4 tables of using the other 4 datasets, such as their health disease, heart disease, and the tuberculosis disease, and the cancers death rates. Then I just make the relationship between the major table of the other 4 tables. I add the relationship. You can see it's 1 to more to connect all the tables. Yeah. All the data modeling steps is done by Power BI. Okay. After this step, I just made some graphs to show the major topic. I made 9 graphs to analyze this topic. Okay, now I will introduce all the graphs one by one. The first graph is the major one. It is the death rates of cancers, heart disease, their health disease, tuberculosis from 1900 to 1998. This graph shows all the death rates of the 4 major diseases. We can clearly see the increase of the decrease in the 20th century. We also can compare the 4 diseases and find out which kill more or less people during these years. Okay. The second graph is the pie chart. It is the death rates and the percentage of disease. It shows the death rates of 7 major diseases and the percentage of them. We can get the result that the heart disease and the cancers are the top 2 diseases that cause death. The third one is the table. It showed all the data used in the dashboard, including the year, the death rates of cancers, heart disease, tuberculosis, and their health disease. The four graphs in the left corner are the death rates of cancers by year, death rates of tuberculosis, of heart disease, and their health disease by year. We can see the change of the death rates of the four major diseases between 1990 and 2017. Compared with the first figure, we can see the rates are significantly declined during the recent 27 years. Okay. This graph is a map. It shows the death rates of this disease in different countries in 20th century. We can see the death rates are different among all the countries. Okay. The last graph is this year table. I use slides to let the user to choose the year between 1900 to 1998. We can just use these slides to choose the year. After I choose a different year, all the graphs will be changed with our choice. Okay. From the above analysis, we can draw the conclusion that heart disease are the deadliest causes in all disease. The death rate of it is much higher than the other disease. Cancers are the second ones, but the death rate of cancers increased more quickly in the 20th century. And the good news is all the death rates of major disease keep declining during the recent 27 years. We can get the optimistic result that the human will defeat these killers in the future. But maybe the time would be very long. Yeah, I think all the dashboard is very clearly, and I get the result just as the proposal. And in this report, I learned a lot of technology of data collection, data cleaning, data modeling, and data visualization. The purpose of this report is just provide some comparisons among the four major kinds of disease, including cancers, heart disease, tuberculosis, and their health disease. Then it analyzes the facts and the trendings of all the disease by Power BI to implement some visualizations. It will allow the users to understand the current situation of the main disease in the world to make the judgments and decisions. Okay, that's all. Thank you.